Hi. And it's another live stream back again. And if you can tell, everything looks different because I have new lights. Yay. It took me a minute to get them together. Many calls and texts it took to get them together, but they're together. Um, and I'm still working them out. I am still working them out, but happy to have them. Happy MLK Day. Did you have the day off? I did. I enjoyed it. I watched some shows. I tried to watch The Last of Us. I really did. Um, and I it's just not my type of show. I am not that great with dystopian futures. I didn't make it all the way through. And plus I was half paying attention. To be honest, I wasn't really paying attention. I was doing other stuff while the show was on. So um maybe I didn't give it all of my attention like I should have. Maybe if I gave it more attention, then I would have been more interested. Maybe I can try again. Maybe I should watch the show again from the top. We'll try that again some other time. But I just wasn't interested in it. It didn't grab me. If it was interested, I wouldn't have been able to do all the stuff that I was doing while the show was on. I just it was it was yeah. So The Last of Us just is not my type of show. I just will not be watching that again. Well, I'm like I said, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to do it again. I'm gonna try it, and we'll see. And if the few minutes, first 30 minutes doesn't grab me this the second time around, we're giving up because I think it's very long. It's very long. Oh my goodness. And I wasn't interested in it. Okay. I tried to watch it. I tried to watch The Last of Us, but it just didn't grab me. I was able to do other stuff, and while it was on, it didn't grab my attention. I was doing lots of other things while it was on. It didn't. I didn't like it. I didn't like it. Yeah, see, that's me in dystopian futures. I'm not with it. I'm not with that. So it's not my cup of tea. So I'm going to be waiting for other things. Um, I'm waiting for in a couple of weeks we'll have the Flash. The Flash is in February. And that's only a couple of weeks away. And it's the final season of The Flash. The final season. So it's going to be sad. I'll see how they do it. Yeah. Yeah. That was like The Last of Us. I didn't finish it. I didn't even finish it. I think um there's still about 20-30 minutes left. I didn't finish watching it. I couldn't even try. Um I kept pausing it and kept doing other things. It just didn't keep me. Um But next, I don't know if you watched WandaVision, but there's going to be a spinoff to WandaVision, Agatha and the Coven of Chaos. And they are, I got some, yeah. So they have some news about the Coven of Chaos. They set directors as production readies for next week. So they're going to be starting shooting next week on the Coven of Chaos. So the WandaVision spinoff stars Catherine Hahn as the powerful witch Agatha Harkness. And these are three of the directors: Jack Schaefer, Ganja, I'm saying her name wrong, I know I am, Montero, and Rachel Goldberg. Marvel Studios is about to unleash chaos. Agatha Coven of Chaos, the spinoff of Marvel's Emmy-winning WandaVision that stars Catherine Hahn, begins production Tuesday in Atlanta, having lined up its directing talent and supporting casting members. Jack Schaefer, who is serving as head writer and executive producer of the show, has stepped up to act as a director of multiple episodes. Joining her is Ganja Montero, hot off the directing one of the biggest shows of 2022 in Wednesday, as well as Rachel Goldberg, who counts Peacock's A Friend of the Family and Netflix Resident Evil series among her recent credits. The expansive cast includes Aubrey Plaza, Heartstopper breakout Joe Locke, don't know who that is, stage star Patti LuPone, comedian Sashir Zamata, former Buffy the Vampire Slayer actress Emma Caulfield, and that 70s show motherly mainstay Deborah Jo Rupp. Plot details are being kept in the cauldron. So Kitty is going to be on the show. That's going to be interesting. Plot details are being kept in the cauldron, but the show centers on Agatha, the at-first neighborly character on WandaVision, who is revealed to be a villain after the powers of the Scarlet Witch. The show ended with the character being trapped in her neighborly persona and with no memory of what transpired of her actual witchy self. Agatha will likely take off from there as David Payton, David Lingle, Asif Ali, Amos Glick, Brian Brightman, and Kate Forbes, all of whom appeared on WandaVision, are returning for the spinoff. Caulfield and Rupp also appeared on the series. Miles Gutierrez Riley, I am not even going to attempt that name, Okpak Wasili, and Maria Dezia are newcomers to Agatha. Han's character proved to be a massive scene stealer, with fans and critics alike falling for her. The catchy jingle that accompanied the reveal of duplicity, "It was Agatha all along," certainly helped. The series is a career zenith for Schaefer, who served as head writer and executive producer on WandaVision, the show that launched Marvel's TV line, while also generating buzzworthy moments and scoring Disney Plus 23 Emmy nominations. The scribe, who also wrote on Marvel's Black Widow, launched a career in 2009 as writer, director, producer of the feature film Timer. I love that movie. I keep telling people about that movie. Timer is this movie where people they can get timers embedded in their wrists, and it counts down to when they meet their soulmates. It's like a sci-fi romantic comedy. It's hilarious, and it's a cute little movie. I love that movie. She wrote the screenplay for Walt Disney Animation Studios' 2017 featurette Olaf's Frozen Adventure, as well as the 2019 comedy The Hustle that starred Anne Hathaway and Rebel Wilson. Montero directed episodes of The Shy and brand new Cherry Flavor before being picked, along with James Marshall, to join Tim Burton in directing Wednesday. The show, which stars Jenna Ortega, exploded to become Netflix's third most watched series of all time, and twice broke the record for most hours viewed in a single week by an English language TV series. It was renewed for a second season, and she is currently directing 2 episodes from season 3 of The Witcher. Goldberg, whose credits also include Mayans, MC, and American Gods, directed episodes of the upcoming The Boys spinoff. Gen V, she also directed the pilot for Grendel. Netflix now scrapped adaptation of the Matt Wagner comic book. Schaefer's repped. Okay, this is about their representation. But yes, of course, I was interested in this because, female directors, blah, 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 blah. So yeah, I'm very much interested in the whole female directing thing. That shall be me someday. Seems desperate for shows to me. Really? Well, you know what? I don't know. I don't know if the Coven of Chaos was always a part of the plan, or if that's something they just sort of came up with. And seeing what sticks with these shows. Ooh, a lot of times it does feel that way. A lot of times, especially when they reboot shows, especially because there's a lot of reboots going around. Um, and you feel like really we're just starting to just redo everything that's been done before. But yeah. Yes, you should try to find Timer movie. It was on Netflix for the longest time. I don't know if it's still there, but that Timer movie, it was awesome. I used to tell everyone to watch it. It's funny and it's cute. It's a good movie. I love it. I love the Timer movie. I think, well, something. I don't know if Agatha can carry a whole show, but if you watch it, I'm gonna watch for sure. The people love Catherine Hahn, and they have a whole lot of confidence in her. They they have confidence in Catherine Hahn, so they've been loving her since she stepped on the scene. So so they're gonna put enough behind this to you know for it to hold up. I believe. So that's so the Coven of Chaos. I'm interested. I'm definitely interested in a show that has all these female talent behind the camera. The head writer, the directors. That's what piqued my interest. So definitely going to be checking it out because of that. Because I think I was sort of on the Coven of Chaos, but once I found out you had all the talent behind it, then that sort of got me interested in the show because I am interested when I see they put a lot of female talent behind something. Then I'm like, okay, now you've got my attention. Oh, it's literally it was on Netflix for the longest time. Every time I would go there, it would be there. You can't even rent it. Dang. You would normally be able to rent it on anything, be able to rent anything on Amazon Prime. I can't believe it's not even on Amazon Prime or Redbox. I can't believe it. Because Redbox has a streaming service now. So you can rent from Redbox streaming service as well. So now, the Golden Globes. I'm not going to go through the entire Golden Globes list, but I didn't even know. I didn't even know the Golden Globes had come on until I just started seeing all of everyone. posting speeches. I saw a speech from Michelle Yeoh, and then I saw a speech from Angela Bassett, and I'm like, wait a minute, Angela Bassett won. Angela Bassett was nominated. I didn't even know the show had come and gone, and Angela Bassett made history with her win, being the first Marvel actor to win a Golden Globe. So, very excited about that because she won for Best Actress for Wakanda Forever. So, let's see who else. And then Michelle Yeoh won. So, that's another one. Oh, and George R.R. Martin. I gotta watch Pinocchio because I keep hearing that's good. Okay, so we're skipping all of this. So, Best Motion Picture Drama, The Fablemans. Um, I kept seeing commercials for The Fablemans, and those commercials looked boring as hell. I don't understand how they won Best Picture. I don't understand how they beat out Avatar and Top Gun for Best Picture. That it looked so uninteresting. It looked like the most uninteresting movie they could have ever come up with. How did it win Best Picture? I don't get it. I do not understand. Okay, Best Performance by Actress in a Motion Picture Drama, Cate Blanchett for Tar. Best Performance by Actor in a Motion Picture Drama, Austin Butler, Elvis. Best Motion Picture Musical or Comedy, The Banshees of Inisherin. Never heard of that one. The Glass Onion was nominated. I just saw that. Best Performance by an Actress in a Motion Picture, Musical, or Comedy, Michelle Yeoh, Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. I still have to see that. I missed it when it was in the theaters, and it just hasn't come to any streaming platform that I have. I need you to come to HBO, please. Please come to HBO. Like, please. Best Performance by an Actor in a Motion Picture, Musical, or Comedy, Colin Farrell, The Banshees of Inisherin. Best Motion Picture Animated, Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio. I hear that he really, really deserved that. Best Motion Picture Non-English Language, Argentina, 1985. Argentina winner. Best Performance by an Actress in a Supporting Role in any Motion Picture, Angela Bassett, Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. Now, when I was in the theater and I saw her performance, I was like, she needs to win an award for this performance. I'm like, I could pick out the scene that would be on the reel that they would send out, that they would show for her best performance, because she was just awesome. She was awesome. Of course, I couldn't confirm that because I had no idea the show had come and gone. So I didn't see what they play. I didn't see what they played on the show. But Best Performance by an Actor in a Supporting Role in any Motion Picture, Ki-Hu Hoi, oh goodness, I'm messing this boy's name up. Ki Hoi Kwan. Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. Best Director Motion Picture, Steven Spielberg, The Fablemans. Best Screenplay Motion Picture, Martin McDonagh, The Banshees of Inisherin. Best Original Score Motion Picture, Justin Hurwitz, Babylon. Best Original Song Motion Picture. I'm not even going to say that. And I think that's it. I'm not going to go into TV. But yeah, so was excited for Michelle Yeoh, was excited for Angela Bassett. I wonder how this is going to translate into Oscars, because I really want Angela Bassett to get that Oscar. It makes no sense that Jennifer Hudson has one and she don't. I just really need for Angela to get that Oscar. The top 5 Black female actresses. Well, Angela Bassett is going to be on my list. She is definitely on my list. I love Angela Bassett. Um, yeah, I can definitely do a top 5 Black female actresses. Right now, I am in the midst of this Harry Potter novel versus adaptation series. So maybe once I'm finished with that, with the reading of the books and the watching of the movies, I can get to that. I can get to figuring out my other 4. Well, I know Viola Davis will be another one too. So figuring out the other 3. The more I think about it, the more names keep popping into my head. So it's going to be, I can come up probably with the top 5 Black female actresses, and probably do another one for top 5 Black female actors. Janelle Monáe was great. I loved her. I liked it. I thought it was, well, I didn't hear any hype for it, so I don't know what everybody was saying. It, like, I guess maybe people hyped it up, but I remember watching the first one. I watched the first Knives Out and really liked it. And truthfully, it was very similar to the first one. It managed to be similar, um, but still was different enough that it kept my interest and kept you engaged. It was a good movie. Oh, boo to you. Boo. Boo. Viola Davis is the GOAT. Oh my goodness. How dare you? How dare you? uh, top 5 Black male actors, too. Yes. Yeah. So after I finish with the series, I'll do one and then the other. But shame on you for Viola Davis. But okay. So next, Golden Globes. Okay. So finally, Willow. Okay, so I watched the Willow finale, episode 8, and it started off kind of confusing, and kind of it sort of set you off kilter, off balance. And you know, I didn't know, like, it wasn't until they sort of took you into that sort of dream world that everything really feels like the episode really kicked off. Is when they got into the dream world. everything before that really felt like set up. But once they got into that dream world, it really felt like, okay, now it's really sort of kicking off, and they really sort of now they were getting into, okay, how are they going to get out of this? How are they going to get him out of this? Because I had no idea how they were going to get this boy out of this woman's grip, because he was thoroughly in it and trying to, he not only did he drink the Kool-Aid, he was trying to get her to drink the Kool-Aid too. And the worst actor. What's up with Borman acting in the makeup? Super cringe. Yes. I guess, I don't know. I guess they sort of ran out of outrageous things for Borman to say. So they just needed him to say something outrageous in the moment. And I don't know. I guess that was supposed to be part of his character. I just hadn't heard him speak enough until 8. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, he's the worst actor, but he had a great haircut. Hilarious. But so while they were all up in the dream world and about to get caught up again, Kit hears her father's voice, and that sort of breaks her out of her, almost drinking the Kool-Aid. And she goes and she tries to save Laura Dannon, but the crone gets her, turns her to ash, which is crazy. But then Laura Dannon, instead of having to be saved by someone, she realizes she comes out of, the dream world herself. She realizes, okay, this is not right. Not into you anymore. I want to do this. I want to marry you. I want to kiss you. So she sort of comes out of it on her own, and then the Willow brings her the rest of the way out with his staff, wakes her up, gets everybody else out of the ash, and then starts the fight. Just blast. What was funny about the magic scenes, if you notice, because this is Disney, and you have the green blast versus the red blast, so it's very reminiscent of lightsaber. The Luke green lightsaber versus Darth Vader red lightsaber. So, that sort of came to mind when you're watching those blasts, watching the magic blasts go back and forth. And the whole time they're walking away, I knew that boy Grayton wasn't gone. I was like, she could have went in and she should have went in and looked for him, because I knew he wasn't dead. Because they just saw him go into the thing. That didn't mean he was dead. He was just blasted away. But so now they're going to have to they're going to have to figure out how to save him eventually. But they're going to have to figure out that he's alive before they can save him. Oh, but that is for volume 2, I guess. And the way it ended, they showed there was 3 volumes. This was volume 1, volume 2, volume 3. So I'm guessing there's only 3 seasons planned. The way that they showed it, it showed like there were only 3 seasons planned because they only showed 3 volumes. Oh, I hope they don't turn him super evil. I hope not. I hope not, because he already got a bad rap for being twice uh um what do you call it, possessed by evil spirits. Yeah, they're both. Yeah, Willow was a George Lucas film. So so since this was based off of a George Lucas film, and these were characters created by George Lucas, so I guess they used the green and the red from the lightsabers. Uh I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure about this. The way the last image, the very last image shows volume 1, volume 2, volume 3 of Willow. What if they don't get a season 2? That's because Disney Plus didn't bring them back. But they planned, the way they're showing it, they're showing that they planned for 3 volumes. So there's a plan for 3 seasons. Whether or not they get 3 seasons, we don't know. But they planned for 3 seasons. Alora is not evil. I think that was the crone Alora's um, taking on Alora's persona to because she knew that that's what would get Graydon on her side, because she knew Graydon, felt that passion for Alora Dannon. So she took on the personage of Alora Dannon so she can draw Graydon in and get him to be a part of her army. I'm pretty sure, or was that the worm? No, the crone is dead. That could be the worm, or that could be somebody else. It's some other what do you call it, a follower of the worm who's trying to raise the worm. So but it's not a Lord Dannon. I think the ending with Graydon definitely is a cliffhanger. The Graydon ending is definitely a cliffhanger. They definitely have to go back and get him. So they're definitely sort of leaving it where there's more to this story. It's not a finished story. So there's more. There's more to this. Laura might be the crone. Oh, the worm. Allure might be the worm. Well, everybody turns evil at, but we'll see. We'll see if she turns evil. It may be for an episode. Who knows? we'll see. We'll see how these next couple of episodes go. I mean, these next seasons go. So yeah, so I the way it looks like they have 3 seasons planned for now. 3 seasons. Don't know if that means they're going to get all 3 seasons, but like I said, they put away volume 1, and then there was volume 2 and volume 3. Like, these are all the Book of Willow. So no problem. Like this show. I'm gonna try again with The Last of Us. I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna watch it and not do anything else and pay attention to it and see if it grabs me. And see if I actually like it. We'll see if by paying attention to it, if I like it better. So I'm gonna try again. I'm gonna try again with The Last of Us. But this upcoming Friday video will be novel versus adaptation, Half Blood Prince. So we'll be doing comparing the novel versus the movie of Harry Potter and the Half Blood Prince. So stay tuned for that, and I will see you next Monday. Oh, actually, this week I'm gonna try something new. I'm gonna try coming back on Wednesday this week. So I may go live for a little bit on Wednesday. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. See if that works out. Try it out for a little bit. See if that see how I like that. And maybe I might start going live on Mondays and Wednesdays. So I'll be back again Wednesday at 5. So let's see. Okay, so thank you. See you Wednesday.